Today is going to be a special day. By the way, welcome back. We're going to be working outside. This shop is full of cars right now, and we have cars that are outside. But it's nice and beautiful, nice breeze. So it's a nice little change. But this one's got a bit of an overheating, losing coolant somehow. So we got to figure this one out. This is a 2013 Ford Escape. So on the Ford, we do have some issues that are noticeable right off the bat. Check this out. So there is no coolant in the reservoir. So we really need to look around and figure out what's going on. I don't see anything crazy already leaking. And I'm going to check the oil and make sure we don't got no signs of coolant in there. And then I'm going to do a few other tests and see what we can get out of it. Here we go. On the coolant, I did test the coolant. And there is nothing saying there's exhaust fumes or exhaust getting in the coolant. Doesn't mean much. It's just one test out of the way to prove that. There's no oil or no water or mixture or anything on the oil. That also proves there's no water in there. So pressure test is going to be the next thing to do. After that, I'm going to fire this thing up and just let it run and make sure the fan kicks on. So let's go to that. Alright, pressure tested. Which that also doesn't prove anything. It still is good. So, because we're missing one element of heat. Pressure's one, heat's another. So now I got it running. We are going to see if the fan kicks on or if the thermostat's opening. We're going to be checking a whole lot of things while it's running and keep an eye on the temperature, see if the fan can also kicks on, etc. Alright, here we go. So we got her running. She's been running. She's had some heat cycles through her. Right here, where that coolant is. So I'm gonna take a quick drive again, and then I'm still gonna do a flush on it because that's what she's asked for, and then test it again. Maybe I might drive it home tonight, put it through the hills, and see what happens. Here we go. Got the AC kicked on, so we're gonna try to put it through some, not abuse, we don't want to do that, but let's see what we can put it under, some sort of loads. See if I can get her getting hot. But right now she's staying nice and cool. I am kind of curious that radiator cap seems like it never stops screwing on. Radiator cap might be an issue, but we'll see what happens. Back at the shop, I'm just gonna let it cool off so we can get the coolant changed out of it. I sent my son to go get some, so that's the last thing I got. I don't know where this coolant will be going, where it's hiding, where it's running off to. Car runs really well. There's a little shake to it, but what car doesn't? Other than that, I don't see nothing else wrong with it. Staying, it's holding temperature. But like I said, maybe we need to drive it through the mountains and see if there's a difference. Definitely has an oil leak because you can smell it. That ain't coolant, that's oil. Yeah, that's oil leak. Well, the coolant flush is done. I made a mess of it. So she's done. And it's late. We've got a lot how to get done today, and it's like, it's 8 o'clock? Something like that. Is it like 8 o'clock? Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock exactly. So we're going to wrap everything up. and then deliver that car, and then come and pick that one up and test drive it for a long haul. You guys take it easy. Well, good morning and welcome back. We're gonna go pick up that Ford Escape. It's 7:22 in the morning. We're gonna pick it up and take it for a drive, as I am unable to duplicate the customer's concern. So we're going to take it for a drive, see if I can get the levels to drop, see what I can find. Let's go. I made it to the shop. We got the Ford Escape. So let's take it for a test drive and check this coolant level out again. Alright, so we did let the car sit. I checked the level. Level's still at the same spot. The car sat for about, 2 hours, and it's still a little warm. Temperature slowly coming up. It's on, according to the dash, it's 79 degrees. 79 degrees. So, let's do some everyday driving, city driving, I should say, and see if I can recreate the concern. I'm going to roll down the windows and do it without the AC, and then I'll do it with the AC. One thing I have noticed, the alignment's a little weird. It's got some wheel bearing noise. You can smell oil burning. So I wonder if it's the oil that she's smelling, or oil smoke is what she's seeing. I've been driving through traffic, trying to duplicate, but the temperature is staying right at normal. Well, this might be a hard one to duplicate. Maybe it's like I said, maybe the cap was just loose on the reservoir. I don't know. We'll see what she says. One other thing I've kind of noticed, I think it's more of these Fords, these newer transmissions, they seem to shift funny. It almost seems like it slips at times. But I know they've always had some weird shifting deal common in it. I don't know. We'll see when we get up here. We'll check everything out again. And I think I'll probably put almost 40 miles on it. And I'm not getting nothing showing me any leaks. I'm going to be doing another test strip test again. It's one of the things we're going to go pick up, because I don't have any more. And see if there's any exhaust fumes or particulates in the coolant. Well, that's what we're doing today. So we're parked right now. I'm going to let it cool back down. Or actually, yeah, let's let it cool back down. Then I'll test it again and see what happens. Beats the hell out of me. What'd you know? We found the leak. Don't know how it didn't show it before, but she's down there somewhere. Perfect. We found where it's coming from. Welcome back. We're on this 2013 Ford Escape. We got to change. Let me see that part. It's coming. We get to change this guy. All because of that guy. That's all I needed. This one. But we have to change this whole unit just for that guy. Two things I've already noticed. Besides, already scraped on the first 2 minutes of the job. Check this out. Someone's definitely been here before because all these are all loose. So I'm definitely going to have to look over everything that's here to make sure everything's tight. And where we're going is way behind that intake. Way back there. So let's get to it. We're back. This thing is done. Done. Now it is dark. It is late. Only because we took a very extended lunch. Very. So it's almost midnight. This thing is now running. Let's check the temperature. Temperature is looking pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Alright, let's check underneath it. Definitely don't have any leaks. Kind of hard to see where it was been, but it was back right there. I can't even get it to focus. Alright, well, for some reason it's not focusing, but back there was a massive mess of hoses. Got it fixed. And then we found another one leaking down right up there. That guy was leaking. Thankfully, that whole piece that we got went to it too. So that was awesome. And now we're going to take a look underneath it. Make sure there's no coolant. It smells like coolant. That's only because the coolant was all over that exhaust, and a lot of that wiring has got coolant all over it. Try to clean as much of that up as possible. We don't have anything else new leaking. Hey, there's a centipede. I think that's a centipede. What the hell is that? Anyways. But she's not leaking. Well, she may be fixed. Hopefully she doesn't have a boost problem. It is a turbo. So I really hope it doesn't have a boost problem and it's causing those boost getting in the cooling system. You get what I'm saying? So if it creates another leak on a different somewhere else, then we know we have an issue other than, oh, it's dark, other than coolant. Man, it's very smoky in there. Well, until next time, guys. See you in the next one.